Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Of course, the Russians will kick them out of their territory. Of course, the Russians will kick NATO out of Russia. Napoleon tried, the Wehrmacht tried, many others tried, and they failed. So, what's going on? In Kursk, the Ukrainians are retreating. They are crossing the border back to Ukraine, and the Russians storm Sudzha, the big city over there. But the Ukrainian general, which actually is Russian, Mr. Syrsky, General Syrsky, says no fear of encirclement of Ukrainian troops in Kursk. It's over. The Russians finally, after more than 6 months, succeed in pushing the invaders back where they belong. We'll see if they're going to keep following them until they get to Kyiv. These are a few videos that I made in the past few days regarding Kursk. This is the last one from yesterday, and it says here, Russia prepares major offensive to storm Sudzha in Kursk. Russia advances in Kursk Pusumi. This is 2 days ago. Russia Kursk major advance, 5 towns taken in 9. So these guys were coming. So let's look over the articles that I prepared for you. They're all from the Ukrainian media plus an American one. Now, I don't know if Reuters is American because by their actions, I think they are different. So let's start with the first article. This comes, as I said, from New Voice of Ukraine, Ukrainian media. This is from today, March 12, 2025. Russia launches offensive on Ukrainian forces in Sudzha. Street fighting ongoing, according to these liars. Alright, so where is Sudzha? This is the map of Ukraine. This is Kursk Oblast, where NATO tried to invade Russia using mercenaries, volunteers, and unfortunate Ukrainians. Right there. They're out. They're running out. From yesterday, which was like this big, they're kicking them out. The Ukrainians are, the invaders are being pushed back, and the Russians advance in Sumy Oblast. It's all over. This is Sudzha. They are working on it. So let's see what these guys are saying here. Russian troops continue advancing in Kursk Oblast and have likely begun an offensive on Sudzha, a city that remained under Ukrainian control until now. On March 11, analysts from Deep State reported that Russian forces are advancing in Kursk Oblast and pressuring Ukrainian position. According to the data, Russian troops are entrenching themselves in eastern Sudzha and reinforcing their forces. Later, Russian sources published footage allegedly showing Russian troops in the city center, with some channels claiming that Russia had taken control of Sudzha. However, the Institute for the Study of War does not confirm this in its report, and there has been no official confirmation from Ukrainian general staff regarding the city's capture. Institute for the Study of War is associated with Victoria Nuland. You know Victoria Nuland? She is the sister-in-law with the director of the Institute for the Study of War, Miss... what's her name? Her name is Kagan. Last name is Kagan, Kimberly Kagan, who's married with Mr. Kagan, to Mr. Kagan. Mr. Kagan is the brother of another Mr. Kagan, and this Mr. Kagan is married to our beloved Victoria Nuland. So they're sister-in-law. All these guys belong to the same group. All right, let's go to the next article. New Voice of Ukraine, from the Ukrainians. Ukrainian forces withdraw from Russia's Kursk region. You got that? You got that? That is, these guys are retreating from Russia. They're retreating. They lost. This is according to Ukrainians, not, this is from March 12th. The bulk of Ukrainian forces, including some of Kyiv's most battle-hardened brigades, have likely withdrawn from Russia's Kursk region, relocating back into Ukrainian territory. That means they ran away. Military correspondent David Akse wrote. According to Forbes, 2 weeks ago, Russian drones pop. So this is, let me see what else. Ukrainian gains in Kursk met with heavy resistance, but you lost. Impact, Ukraine response to strategic withdrawal. You got that? On March 10, Ukraine's commander-in-chief, Oleksandr Syrsky, he's Ukraine's commander-in-chief, but he's Russian, ethnic Russian, addressed the situation, stating that there was no immediate threat of encirclement for the Ukrainian forces. Why? Because they are nowhere to be found in Kursk, and that units are taking timely measures to maneuver to more advantageous defensive positions. Not that one, is this one. It's Kukubau right here across the border. Ukraine's top general says no risk of encirclement for Kiev's troops in Kursk. Got it? And then we have this from Ukrainska Pravda. Russian troops enter Sudzha in Kursk Oblast. Fighting continues. Wednesday, 12th of March, 2025. You got him? So, Russian troops have entered the town of Sudzha in Kursk Oblast. Combat is ongoing in the area. A soldier stationed in Kursk Oblast told Suspiln that this occurred after the Russians established first control of the Yunakivka-Sudzha road, a critical road from Ukraine's Sumy Oblast. So let's see what this Yunakivka-Sudzha road is. I will show you. It's right here. So something that these guys are not showing you yet, and this is a Russian map, is this road. The Russians took control over it. That means they most likely ran this way, right here. So, and this right here occurred after the Russians established fire control. That means they were able to hit it and nobody would cross over. A critical route from Papapam Suspiln also drew attention to a video shared by Russia propaganda channels. The video allegedly shows Russian forces in the city center, but the time of filming is uncertain. I think they're all on it. So, the point is, and I agree with that, I think it's accurate, they are invading, entering Ukraine here. These guys are running as much as they can. This is under the Russian fire, the supply line. And yesterday, this was all like this, my friends, like this, in one night. So that's a withdrawal. This is the city of Sumy. Next, all right, what is important is this. Ukrainian forces withdraw from Russia's Kursk region. They withdrew. And let me show you another article, very important. New Voice of Ukraine. Russian strike on Odesa port kills 4 foreign sailors. They were just sailors. Okay? 4 Syrian citizens were killed and 2 others, a Ukrainian and Syrian, were injured in a Russian ballistic missile strike on the port of Odesa late on March 11th. Where is Odesa? We're going to jump from Kursk to Odesa, which is obviously right here on the sea, Black Sea. Right here. Where is Moldova? Romania right here. And then you have Sevastopol with the Crimean Peninsula. And we got the warmongers. Again, from New Voice of Ukraine. France and UK push for significant Ukraine deployment to deter Russia. With whose parents? The Romanian parents? But don't you bring your UK and friends, the newly brought in guys. So who's the warmongers here? Oh, the Russians are the, imperialist power. A Franco-British plan for security guarantees to Kyiv calls for deploying a force with enough military capacity to deter Russia from launching a new attack on Ukraine. Really? So are these guys going to be an anonymous Western official? I want to see if they want just the Brits and the French. Okay, good luck with that one. Main points. The Russians are retreating, leaving the occupied territory of Russia. The Russians are following them with the lassos, all right? And these guys are out. The Russians will continue to push them in Ukraine. The Ukrainians lost Sudzha. The Ukrainians moved all their troops, the main ones, into Ukraine. What else? Maybe the Russians already took over Sudzha. If these guys are retreating, there's no, how do you call it? What was the term used? No risk of encirclement. That means we are so far running to Ukraine that these guys can't catch us, okay? They can use whatever they want, the Bugattis. They're not going to bring us back. And then we have, obviously, the attack on Odesa. The sailors, they were just over there minding their own business. Oh, it's coming, boom. And the other one, the French and the English, the Brits, they want war. They always want it. Why? Someone wants to destroy Russia. Oh no, no, no. They fight for the defense of Europe and our values, our families, our traditions. While in the meantime, they destroy all that. Our families, our traditions, our culture, our values. But hey, they fight to protect them now. So they try to get us out of our, how are we gonna call it, anesthesia state they think that we are, in order to get us to fight their war because these guys are coming over. No, I refuse. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.